right, what's up, guys? Today is May 10th, 2017. I just got a alert. Yo, it's doing the 50% retracement. Okay, so my day probably is not over, especially if it's doing a 50% retracement. It's actually 29:33 to be exact. Anyway, let's talk about my plays today. It was pretty much a break-even day. So the first one that I saw was NAK. This one has shares at pre-market. It was kind of tempting to go in here around 7:45 my time, about an hour before the market opened. But a lot of times you got to zoom out and look at the big picture. So that's when I noticed that it was holding this trend. So I was like, okay, then I'll let it play out. And once the market opened, what I liked is that it made this big wick and then slammed back down. So it just got stuffed. And I was like, okay, then it's probably going to give us a good opportunity to short it on the front side. And the reason I wanted to short it on the front side is because these things, the shares disappear right away. And what my anticipation was going here, I went around 217, 216, I think, 217 to 218. Anyway, so I went around this area, and what I wanted to see was, a crack of this trend, and then just drop down to around this 210 because of the support here. It didn't happen. So once I saw that, it kind of, it did crack a little bit, but then just buyers, all the bulls came and picked it up again, and then started getting above VWAP. And the other thing that I noticed is obviously it was the RSI was low, so I already had an idea what I was getting myself into. I went in decent size, probably third quarters of my regular size, and I had my stop at 225, and I was just, I was trying to be patient here, patient, and then around 222, 223 is when I said, I'm out. So I got out, saved myself a couple cents, and then I came back in thinking of, I was thinking of actually coming in again for a short. At 228 was my entry. I was even texting Alex. I was like, 220 is my entry. When I went and put in my order, no shares. It's all right. It's part of trading. That's what happens. And the reason that I wanted to go in there is that it was starting to get extended above this trend, and then you got resistance overhead. Plus, it's around this Fibonacci here, 50% retracement. Fibonacci is not an exact number. You always have to give it some range. So here is 50% retracement. I wanted to go in at 228 and retrace back at least to this trend here. So it actually did do what I was expecting. But again, no shares. So I ended up taking a loss here. The other one that I actually ended up taking pre-market was, ANF. ANF, this one's a company that I've traded before, and I'm kind of familiar with it because you got a lot of back holders. Just think about the fact that you got a lot of people back holding from all this. So the first time they actually see the ANF make a big pop, they just want to get out. It's a crappy company now. Been closing a lot of stores. Retail's taking a hit everywhere. So I went in here short, 14.55, and then I was trying to stay patient. My target was actually 50% retracement. It was like 13.90. So I got out here, took some profits, and I was texting Alex. I was like, man, I suck. I need to be more patient. So I went back in here around 14.25, and then I held through all of this drop, and I got out around right before the open, around 13.90, 13.99, I think. It was 14 bucks. So I got out, and I thought I put an alert. I wanted this to retest the VWAP. When I was here, I wanted this to retest the VWAP so I could go in short again, short it down to 50% Fibonacci. Obviously, it didn't give us a chance, so I just took my profits there. NAK, ANF. I was down because of NAK at this point. So then the other one that I saw was ARRY. So ARY, I've played it the same thing. I played it before so many times, and when I was looking at this, I was being very patient with this one. And this is the thing a lot of traders don't talk about, is just the patience. Each of these candles are 5 minutes. I was actually looking at the 5 minute and 3 minute. So each candle was 5 minute. So I waited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 25 minutes, and then it flagged. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna touch it yet. Came again, and it flagged one last time. So then when it began to drop, and then it knocked down the parabolic dot. So it broke trend, but I was still patient enough to wait and see what I was gonna do with the 9 EMA, because a lot of momentum players use this, and so I was expecting this maybe to bounce from 9 EMA and pop again, and I didn't want to get caught on that. So once it started breaking down the 9 EMA, I ended up going short, and my profit target was 850. Thing is that I was not being patient with this one because it was kind of holding this VWAP, and it was making, if you could say, it was making higher highs here. It's green in the green on the day. So once it started making this higher highs, I ended up getting out. Thing is, I had a chance. I had about 3 minutes to get out here. But the thing is, something I'm trying to work on is to be disciplined on my exits. So I was like, okay, I'll let it bounce. RSI was not telling me to get out yet, and then it just started doing all this, and yeah, I mean, it's already 10:30 my time, and I don't have time for that right now. So I have other things to do as well. So that's it. The other one I didn't talk about yesterday was shop. Shop is a swing trade I was trying to take. I was trying to make it into a swing trade, but it didn't happen because it just gave me good profits. I ended up going here. I think that was after I made my recap video. 89. I got about a dollar something out of it, and it's making the same move again. So I think this one's going to 100. But that's it. Those are my trades for today, and I still have about three open, three swings. This one's open still. I got it at 1450 here, or 1410. Sorry, it's my small account with Thinkorswim. So um, I'm up big, at least for the small account, which is paying good, and maybe around 16, I'll consider getting out and see how it acts around there because I'm pretty sure it's gonna get slapped back down. But anyway, that's it. I have other swings, W as well. I went in this one with my small account. I ended up buying more than I should have, so I ended up just holding about 20 shares right now, and it seems like everybody's holding this one. I mean, shorting this one. But I feel comfortable talking about my swings now, given that I'm positive territory on these. So anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later, and good luck with everybody with trading.